Iain.
Who walked around aimlessly for hours waiting for inspiration to strike, but when it didn't, they went home and had a wank like normal.
Beetlejuice?
No. Two guys. Hello and welcome to episode 138 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where inspiration is my norm, but one guy who prefers the is this guy. It's Jordan. Jordan, I was going to ask how you are, but instead, right now, I want to tell you how I am. I am feeling smug.
I wonder why, Iain.
Could it be because this is the second time that we've had to record this intro?
Maybe.
And could it also be that during the first intro, you spent about 10 minutes berating me for something that I did wrong, and then the reason that we are doing this second intro is because of something that you did wrong?
Nah, it can't be that.
Yeah, not me. Not good old technical Jordan over here.
Oh, I was stressed before. Now the cup is overflowing.
Yeah, we'll have to go through all that again.
Could you please explain?
Okay, so we are planning something to happen in October. Can't tell you yet, but there is something in the works.
A little bit Halloween-y in the pipeline.
And for this, we bought a new interface, which essentially allows us to plug 4 microphones into one computer. So there's a nice little hint for you.
We just get greedy, don't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
You just hear us in surround sound.
Which I'm sure everyone needs.
Of course.
But as you probably heard in last week's episode, we had our guest, Paul, on.
Mr. Moonback.
And after recording, when we checked back at the sound file, we noticed that Jordan's microphone signal, for some reason, just dipped.
Yeah, it was really frustrating. I mean, even after I boosted it by 30 decibels, which is the maximum you can do, it was still barely audible. And when I then increased it further by another means, there was just too much noise in the background. Not great.
Yeah.
So we thought, oh, well, Iain, you can use the new interface and test it today, make sure it doesn't happen again.
As I am, currently.
But something happened, didn't it? You sent me a text.
God, right.
Said,
I hope you're a little bit more humble this time.
Oh, don't you worry, I will be. But I got a text from you that said, right, we may have a small problem. I can't get any signal from my mic, which we both thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then you said, I've tried both interfaces and nada. And I said to Iain, if your mic's not working, just make sure that the 48 volts phantom power is pressed on at the back if you're using the new interface.
Yes, and then there was a little bit of a misunderstanding there, wasn't there, Jordan? I presumed that because I was talking about my old interface, that's exactly what you were talking about as well, but you weren't. And I misunderstood what you said.
That is true.
Thinking, oh, the phantom power's always on. Why would it not be? But you meant of the new interface.
I did, which is what I said.
Yeah, but I didn't read that far.
So, anyway, I berated you for that.
Yep.
We've just got through a bunch of today's episode.
Yeah, about 15 minutes in.
Quite literally.
Oh, we'll just stop and have a little listen, make sure it's okay with the new interface.
Thank God we did, Iain.
Yeah.
Because guess who didn't use their interface to record today? The input was no longer my interface, it was my iMac.
Yeah.
And all you hear is... I'm really good, thanks. I'm here with my pal Beetlejuice. Yeah. In fact, shall we stop this, do our thing stopping it, and you can have a quick listen? Cool. It was almost as good as that new interface last week.
I think that's what you call instant karma.
Literally
and
is.
we've both learned from it. We've grown.
I'd like to think so.
We've both taken one on the chin, and we've come back fighting strong.
We have.
But yours was the last up, so that's the one that's going to live in my memory forever.
The last thing you hear stays in your ear. I have to say, though, at the time of recording, because we are like 10,000 episodes in the future, really, aren't we?
We are indeed.
Just to try and get ahead for the school holidays for your children.
Yeah.
So at the time of recording, it has just come out about the CEO astronomer, Andy Byron, getting caught basically cheating with a colleague at a Coldplay concert.
I've heard about this. I hadn't heard about this until about 10 minutes ago when you told me.
I thought, yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. Not great on his part. And I don't condone it. But I like to try and think of the bright side of things when I can. And I thought, it could have been worse.
Okay, yeah.
So with that, I made a list of a few reasons why it could have been worse. So it could have been worse. It could have been Chris Martin's wife.
Very true. It could have been Chris Martin himself.
Could have been.
Like, get on stage, mate.
It could have been worse. It could have happened during Fix You, but people could have clapped thinking it was a proposal. That would have been even more awkward.
I don't know. You might accidentally get a new wife out of it.
It could have been worse. They could have both got crowd surfed during the song, I Want Something Just Like This. Or finally, it could have been worse. They could have been at a Nickelback concert.
Oh, yeah, God.
So, you know.
The worst case scenario of all of them. Especially when you were expecting to be at a Coldplay concert. You walk through the doors and all of a sudden you hear, look at this photograph. Like, oh, balls.
And on an even happier note than that, I'm massively excited because next week I'm seeing Derren Brown's new tour.
Oh, yes. What's this one called?
This one is Only Human.
Yeah, sure you are, pal.
It sounds like he's trying to really convince people.
Yeah, I am. I am only human, guys. Smash him. But Jordan, before you go and see Derren Brown, there is somewhere we might be possibly going as well.
There very well could be.
You just have to ask your wife. Have you asked her yet?
I haven't.
Oh,
no, I haven't.
God.
I haven't even seen her yet.
Just text her.
I know, but I'm always worried about what mood she'll be in because that will absolutely define the answer. So I want to catch her at a good time.
You do know you're an adult, right? She can't technically say no.
No, you're right. Okay, no, she can't say no, but it's whether or not I'll have a fruitful life beyond it. Yeah, so you have to pick your battles sometimes.
You did it to me, so now I'm going to do it to you. Hey, Jordan, why don't you tell the people why you have to ask your wife's permission for something?
Because I'm a simp?
No. No, I was more specifically asking for the reason that you're asking permission. Like, what are we going to be doing?
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. So, we might possibly be going with Mr. Moonback and Mr. James Coppert to 30 East Drive to see the Black Monk of Pontefract.
Whoop, whoop, yes.
Yeah, and if we can make it work, that wouldn't be in too much of a long time either.
Yeah, like a week and a half or something, yeah. And also, James has said that he's going to bring his videographer, Matt, who I haven't met yet. Shout out to Matt. And it will be being filmed, if we get to go, obviously, for his Confessions of a Ghost Boy channel.
Oh, amazing. Nice.
So we'll probably get 2 podcasts and 1 YouTube video out of this.
And loads of Pornhub content.
That's probably what we'll be doing most of.
Like, ooh, there's a lot of ectoplasm here.
So yeah, Jordan, that is why I want you to ask your wife, because we're all waiting on you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I will get it done. I promise you.
Text her right now.
I will be simp no longer.
Right, wife, I'm putting my foot down. I'm going out on Wednesday the 13th of August. No, you're not. Okay.
Yeah. Or Wednesday the 13th of August. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm going out whether you like it or not. Is that okay?
Yeah. Nice.
Beautiful. But yeah, fingers crossed.
Yes, it would be great fun.
Right, Jordan, so with all that beautifulness out of the way for the second time today, why don't you tell us what you're going to be going into today?
Well, today I am taking your advice.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. With a suggestion that you said I should do, which is the terms and conditions we all agreed to without reading them.
Fantastic. I could not wait to hear this because I thought of the idea, right? And I was like, oh, I want to read them. I desperately want to read them. But no, I thought that'd be a perfect segment. So I'm very interested to hear it.
And there are some things that are a little bit eye-opening that I don't even know what to expect, really.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that because, well, can I wait? Because ignorance is bliss, you know, taking a little page out of your book.
I suppose.
Good to just not know sometimes.
It is. However, it was good to know that I wasn't recording properly.
Very true.
So, it depends. And with that, what have you got for us?
Well, Jordan, today I have a story that involves a Victorian graveyard, glowing red eyes, occult drama, public vampire hunts, and 2 real-life men arguing about who gets to kill the undead. For this is the story of the Highgate Vampire.
Oh, a vampire story.
Yes, indeed.
Still better than Twilight.
It's not difficult. So, Jordan, shall we just jump into that then?
Yes, please.
Let's go then! Today, Jordan, we're in North London at Highgate Cemetery, a sprawling, overgrown Victorian graveyard first opened in 1839. It's a proper Gothic scene with winding paths, destroyed tombs, ivy-covered crypts, and tall trees that black out the sun. Karl Marx is buried there, and so are tens of thousands of others, many in elaborate above-ground tombs.
Oh, right, okay.
Bit of info for you there. But by the 1960s, it had fallen into disrepair. Weeds had taken over, stone angels leaned, and the place had taken on a proper quiet, eerie vibe, heavy with atmosphere.
Sounds a bit oppressive.
It's my kind of atmosphere, to be honest. That's where I thrive.
I can sort you out a nice, lovely tomb.
I've got plenty.
Oh, have you? That's greedy.
Yeah, ready to inherit them as soon as my parents take the old extended dirt nap all the graves will be mine.
Okay.
I don't mean my parents' graves, that'd be morbid. I mean the cemetery that they live in,
Yes,
I will inherit the lot.
Nice.
And I will fight my brother for them all.
And then you'll need a tomb for him.
Yeah, but I'll have plenty to choose from.
That's fair enough.
Dig up, I don't know, Mr. Henry Forbes. Isn't that a real person? Maybe. He died in 1420. He didn't need his grave anymore. He's got his use.
Yeah, but how would you feel, though, if many centuries in the future someone does that to your mum and dad?
Oh, I thought you were going to say to me. I had a full reply ready to go. And it'd be nice to see them again, I guess.
I mean, I don't think you would.
That's very true. I guess I wouldn't care then. I'd be dead.
All right, dig up who the hell you want.
I will continue to do that. But Jordan, this is where our weirdness starts. By the late 1960s, locals were already whispering about strange goings-on in and around Highgate Cemetery. Witnesses described seeing a tall, dark figure gliding silently among the graves. One woman said that she was taking her dog past the gates when suddenly she felt frozen, completely paralysed as a tall, black figure stared at her from the shadows.
Ew.
A man cutting through the cemetery late one night said a shadowy figure passed in front of him, chilled the air, and then vanished straight through a solid wall, while others simply described nothing more than a pair of glowing red eyes watching them from the dark.
It's always red eyes.
Yeah, it's a common paranormal trope, and I think I would dare say, using all of my paranormal knowledge, that it's so obscure and outside of the ordinary, it's there to intentionally freak you out.
Oh, I see.
Because you see eyes and you just think, yep, they're not luminescent, they don't glow. But the second you see a pair of red glowing eyes, instant fear.
I get that, but surely that red doesn't matter, does it? It could be white glowing eyes and I'd still think, holy shit.
Yeah, but like you were saying a couple of weeks ago, colour gives off a certain emotion and
Right.
it elicits certain emotions in you. So red gives off the impression of danger.
I suppose.
And I think that's inherent. And I don't think that people came up with red lights and red stop signs because they just fancied that colour and that's what we've grown to accustom with things like danger. I think it's an inherent thing in people.
That's an interesting one.
So there you go. Science with Iain.
I think you're probably right, to be honest.
Oh, I know I'm right. You know why? Because I said so.
Okay. I won't argue for once.
Yeah, you've been humbled.
I really have. I'm going to shut up.
We're all human here.
And Darren Brown's only human.
So he says.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out the truth. Get him on the show. I tell you what, right? You fucking go to this show, mate. You talk to him and just be like, look, I am the host of a paranormal podcast where we discuss all manner of things, right? We don't just chat shit. We get deep sometimes. If you are so human, come on and discuss the psychology of it, mate. Don't worry. We won't out you as an interdimensional creature with magical powers. Nothing like that, buddy.
Something tells me you wouldn't take the bait.
I think he would, you know.
Nah.
I think he would.
Well, as someone who's had a drink with him, I say no.
I can quite confidently say he'd tell us to fuck off.
He'd stick my feet to the floor.
Yeah, you ain't going anywhere. Can you imagine, though, you, me, and Darren Brown sat in my parents' dining room?
Oh, God.
My mum popping in. You want a drink, mate?
I'm like, oh, Iain, interface is fucked again.
Darren, fancy using some magical powers to fix it, mate?
I mean, if you did, that would be impressive.
Yeah, if nothing else, we'd get a working interface, so...
But saying that, I've heard not good things about the electronics in his shows, so...
Very true. But don't let him hear you say that. You want to get on his good side.
Oh, okay.
Of which there are none, because he's an evil creature.
I like him.
Yeah, Jess, I'm kidding. Darren, we love you. Come on the show.
Please.
And Jeff, still waiting to hear about our fucking space trip, pal.
Oh, has he not messaged you?
He hasn't.
Oh, he messaged me.
Actually, I did get one message. It was a cease and desist letter.
Oh, was it?
I crumpled that up, ate it, didn't get anything, mate. Where's your evidence?
It was laced with arsenic.
It was, yeah. I was ill for days. But I pulled through, and now I'm ready. I'm back to spacefaring health.
Good.
Ready to go.
Yeah, you were a bit fluey for a while.
Yeah, nothing I can't handle.
Nice.
But please don't do it again. Just disclaimer, this is not a true thing. Jeff Bezos did not try to kill me.
It was me!
It was Jordan. Jordan did it. Anyway, back to Highgate. A woman said her pet cat disappeared, only to be found later, dead and drained of blood.
Wow.
People would often talk about an overwhelming sense of evil near the gates, feeling cold spots, dizziness, and hearing whispers in the dark. But this thing didn't act like a normal ghost. It was silent, predatory, and according to some, hungry.
Ooh, wanting some double whoppers.
Yeah, you walk past the cemetery and all of a sudden you hear, "Oi, get some Mackies. I'll have a double cheese."
They should be going to Burger King.
They definitely should be, yeah, but we don't have one. I mean, well, he's in London. There's probably many.
I imagine so.
Can we go to London?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just need to ask my wife.
Buckle up, Michael. We're coming for your burgers. But this, Jordan, brings us to Christmas Eve of 1969. A local man named David Farrant, who claimed to be a member of the British Occult Society, a group that, depending on who you ask, either existed or didn't, decided to investigate the rumours himself. One night he climbed into the cemetery alone and waited.
Fell asleep?
Maybe. That is a possibility. I mean, that's what I do. You know, I'm in my comfortable environment, surrounded by death and graves.
Yeah, you'll just be ready to dig the fuckers up, knowing you.
I'd start with one, get halfway down, like, I'm fucking pooped.
Yeah.
I'm off for a nap.
It would be hard work.
Oh, yeah, God, can you imagine?
I imagine.
Well, that clears that up, thanks. So in later statements, he claimed that in the early hours, he wasn't asleep, but he saw a tall, dark figure over 6 feet tall hovering just above the ground. He said it had a cloak-like outline, glowing eyes, and was surrounded by this intense, unnatural cold. So naturally, he legged it.
Yeah.
But why would you? That's like us going in to see Michael, getting a Burger King. You know, we walk up to the till. We're like, hello, can I have a Whopper, please? They're like, yeah, here you go. And you're like, and you run away. Like, he got the thing that he intended to get from going there and was like, well, this.
But that would be us at Pontefract, really, wouldn't it? We'd probably be asking for things, and if they happen, it, I'm not necessarily staying in that exact spot.
You know what? If we do get to go to Pontefract and visit this house, I have said I would shit myself, and I would probably not sleep, because the thought of being startled awake by something is more terrifying than something just materializing in front of you. So if we did happen to see this thing, I don't think I would run away. This is what I wanted to see, so I'm going to fucking see it. Yeah.
I don't know. I think if it's in the moment, there'll be a feeling within you that would not want to.
No, I can suppress that bitch right down.
Okay.
I'm very right, because...
You're not talking to your wife.
Not talking about my wife. But, like, I've taught myself... Through my hatred of spiders, there's nothing worse than you, like, seeing one and then instantly jumping and going, and then accidentally flinging it somewhere and not being able to find it. So I have taught myself that if I see something that I don't like, I get that initial horrible feeling, but I don't move. Like, I've trained myself to be able to keep calm in these situations.
Oh, right.
And I think it would be the same in a paranormal sense.
And how have you trained that?
I just go, stop it, don't move.
Okay.
I just force myself to go around that initial reaction of wanting to jump and just go, no, don't.
Right, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Be hilarious if you did it out loud.
I do. My wife's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, there's a spider again. Great. It's funny, though, because I've also trained myself to do it when people jump out at me.
Right.
So, like, my wife will occasionally try and scare me. So, like, if I come downstairs, she'll hide behind the living room door. And as soon as I open it, she'll go, blah, jump out at me. And I do get the initial, like, jump, like, within myself, but it doesn't show.
Right.
So she doesn't get the satisfaction anymore.
Oh, you mean like when Mr. James Copper, speaking of, had a wolf mask on in the middle of Flixton?
Yeah.
In the night?
Yeah.
Like that, do you mean?
Exactly like that.
While you're tapping on your Apple Watch as I'm doing my bit.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
what a rude bastard.
That's not like you. There must be something really serious going on.
Had the roles been reversed, I'd have just been like, oh, hi, James, how's it going, bud? and you'd all been like, oh, that didn't work out.
No, you'd be like, no, stop.
No, stop, Iain. Don't punch the wolf in the face. What would have given it away for me is the fact that when James made you jump, it would have sounded like this. Roar. And I'm like, well, that's clearly not a werewolf. That's clearly a James in a mask.
I mean, it might have been a posh werewolf. You know, one that's been brought up proper.
So, later on, David Farrant wrote a letter to Hampstead and Highgate Express, asking if anyone else had seen anything similar. The letter was published in February 6th, 1970, and the floodgates opened.
He cried?
He hated writing. It's a pet peeve of his.
It's like, my hand is tired.
I wish there was some form of electronic device that I could type on and electronically send this mail. And then David Farrant invented email.
Would have been good, actually.
That's how ideas are born, guys. Get thinking. So the paper was swarmed with responses. Locals wrote in stories going back years. Sightings of the same dark figure, strange noises, eerie chills, even phantom taxi drivers near the cemetery who vanished mid-ride. People described the cemetery as having a lurking evil, something that gave you the willies just for looking at it too long.
Right.
Whoa, spooky. At first, the press called it a ghost or a phantom, but then came the darker name that stuck, and that was the Highgate Vampire.
Okay, it's getting real.
Oh, it's getting super real. And this is where the second main character enters. A man named Sean Manchester, an author, exorcist, and self-proclaimed bishop of the Old Catholic Church. After reading the reports, Manchester came forward and declared this wasn't a ghost at all. What people were seeing was a genuine vampire. According to him, the figure was a medieval nobleman from Wallachia, possibly Romanian, who had practiced black magic and was brought to England in a coffin during the 18th century. His followers had buried him in Highgate Cemetery, and thanks to various dark rituals over the years, he'd been reawakened. Bad news for the people of Highgate.
Uh-oh.
Manchester blamed this creature for the sightings, the blood-drained animals, and the spreading fear in the area. He also announced, publicly, that he was going to find it and destroy it.
How?
I'll tell you. From this point, Jordan, things spiraled into full-on vampire daytime TV soap opera territory. Farrant and Manchester were now locked in a public rivalry. Farrant believed that it was a ghost or malevolent spirit, but definitely not a vampire, whilst Manchester insisted this was the real deal, an undead creature that could only be stopped with a stake through the heart, decapitation, and fire.
But how does he know that?
That's how you kill a vampire.
But how does he know this is what applies to this?
That's it, drained blood. That's the giveaway, I think.
Yeah, but still, I don't buy it. He's clutching at straws.
Well, he knows the backstory, apparently. He's this guy that came in a coffin, revived by these rituals, all the drained blood. He's just putting two and two together. Why don't you get on board?
Well, what if Manchester was really hoaxing it all and he just wanted to get famous?
And therein lies the point that everybody falls to, Jordan. What if both of them are doing that?
Could well be. But do you ever see Manchester and the vampire in the same room at the same time? I think not.
We'll get there.
Okay.
They both started appearing in newspapers, on TV, and in interviews, bickering over who was right, who was the real expert, and who should really be allowed to deal with the entity. Neither of them was subtle about it, and the press absolutely lapped it up. Then came the big moment. On Friday the 13th of March 1970, Sean Manchester appeared on Thames Television and said, live on air, that he was going to Highgate Cemetery that night to perform an exorcism and confront the vampire once and for all.
Ooh, okay. And Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bad luck for everyone.
I don't know. I mean, if they get rid of this bugger, that's probably good for the nation, isn't it?
Luck is definitely on the vampire's side on Friday the 13th.
I suppose.
What an idiot. Could have just said next week. I'll go on Friday the 20th. My lucky day. Police immediately issued warnings urging people not to go. They reminded the public that Highgate was closed, locked, and not to be entered after dark. They were clearly expecting trouble, and they were right. Because that night, hundreds of people showed up. Some carried crucifixes, others came with homemade stakes. People scaled the walls, smashed locks, and forced their way into the cemetery in pitch black, ignoring the police, the warnings, and any sense of respect for the dead, because there was no time for that. This was a full-blown vampire hunt. Even if there is no vampire, shit is happening.
I mean, a riot is afoot at this point.
Yep, and it really shows the mentality of crowds, doesn't it? When people get together, one person goes, there's a vampire, and then everyone just kicks into stake mode.
Wow, yeah.
What would you have done? Would you have joined the fight, Jordan? Would you have... I mean, I had probably gone just to watch, just in case, some vampire did show its fangy gob.
Oh, could you imagine, though, if you were the unlucky bugger that had gone out to the pub that night, somehow got in a bit of an altercation, managed to get your nose punched, you got a little bit of blood all around you, gob.
Mm-hmm. You just walk through the cemetery home.
Yeah. You're like, I'll just cut through home, it'll be quicker this way.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
There he is, get him!
I mean, that wouldn't be nice.
You'd be like, damn you, Friday the 13th.
Should have gone out on the 20th. It was payday weekend.
I should have listened to my wife when she said I couldn't go out.
See, that's the thing, you got to make sure your wife is happy.
Absolutely, yeah. If your wife's not happy, take that as a sign.
And certainly don't ask her if you can go away.
No, do that. But Jordan, it wasn't over. People broke into tombs, they searched crypts, they trampled over graves, but no vampires were found. And the spectacle made national headlines. And naturally, police were furious, and so the next day, Highgate Cemetery was shut to the public.
Not surprised.
Yeah, definitely not. But Jordan, the story didn't end there. Despite crackdowns, both Farrant and Manchester kept returning to Highgate at night, sometimes separately, sometimes at the same time. Each would perform rituals to banish or destroy the entity, sometimes literally a few yards from one another. It was like occult street theatre. Can you imagine that? Like, you're a couple of yards away from this other guy who you hate, so you're giving him evils while you're sat there going, and you're both just talking over each other.
I mean, that's probably what happened in the pub when that guy was pissed.
Yeah, he's trying to say, look, mate, I don't want to start anything, but he's so drunk, he's like, he's talking to Colt, get him.
They're like, oh, look, it's that bastard. It's that vampire we've heard about.
Oh, there he is, kill him. So in 1974, Farron was arrested after being caught inside the cemetery at night, carrying a crucifix, a wooden stake, a torch, and wearing a robe. He was charged and later convicted of damaging memorials and carrying out unauthorized rituals on consecrated ground.
Oh dear.
Which I'm not sure is a real law. But, meanwhile, Manchester said that he had tracked down the vampire to a specific tomb, but when he came to destroy it, the coffin was missing.
Okay.
And what was his explanation? The vampire had relocated to a house in Crouch End, where he apparently eventually found it, staked it, beheaded it, and burned the thing.
I'm assuming there's zero evidence of this.
What I'm thinking is, it's his house. So he went there, he thought, I'm fucking sick of this, just went home, and, the crowds were following him, and he got to his front door, and he was like, oh, it's in here. You stay out here, I'll go kill it.
Did that classic thing, he opened the door, used his other hand to make him drag himself in. It's here, guys.
Oh God, he's got me. Don't come and help. I'll sort this one out. Shuts the door, goes and makes a cuppa.
Rattles a few paddens.
Yeah, occasionally, ow. Oh, that's it. You're in for it now, Highgate Vampire.
Now it all makes sense.
But Jordan, yes, you are correct. There were no photos, no witnesses, but he stuck to that story for decades. And then he went even further. In his book, The Highgate Vampire, Manchester claimed that during one of his final confrontations, the creature transformed into a giant spider right in front of him.
What?
He said it had glowing eyes, made an inhuman shriek, and that he killed it by driving a stake through its heart and setting it on fire with petrol.
Wow.
Can you imagine telling the police this? Like, you walk in to the police station, you're like, don't worry, guys, I've done your job for you. You know that Highgate Vampire? He is no more. I set him on fire with petrol. And they're like, right.
Wow.
You need to talk us through this, mate.
I mean, his story was hanging by a thread at the start.
A spider's thread? Not anymore.
Definitely not, because that was
That's burnt to a crisp now, isn't it?
It is. No, he's gone too far. He's lost the plot.
Yeah, definitely. In later interviews, he claimed the vampire had psychic followers, usually attractive women, who acted as servants to the creature and lured victims to their deaths. And in one case, he said that he himself was seduced and attacked by one of these women during a ritual, and he had to fight her off with a crucifix.
Wow.
And I want to know just how he fought it off with a crucifix. Did he, hold it up and go, the power of Christ compels you? Or did he just go in swinging?
Could have been both.
Yeah, one or the other. Either would work, I guess. The rivalry between the two became legendary. They wrote books slagging each other off, sent legal threats back and forth, did interviews accusing each of being liars, hoaxers, and dark occultists. But at the centre of all this, there was something. There were reports long before these two even got involved. So what the hell was it? It's a question, Jordan. What was it? I've given you all the information. Tell me your answer.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. I don't know. It just sounds like two utter madmen at this point.
Yeah, fair point.
I can't put it any other way.
Multiple people really did report strange sightings in and around Highgate long before the vampire angle ever took over. But when it comes to actual proof of vampire, there is none. So maybe it was a ghost, maybe it was mass panic fueled by tabloid drama, maybe it was just two blokes beefing over who gets to be the UK's top paranormal destroyer, or maybe something ancient really was sleeping beneath Highgate and that people had been seeing it for years. But Jordan, I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but I just want to know, what do you think?
Real. It's true.
Wow.
Over my dead body.
He's a vampire. Get the petrol.
That story went from 0 to 1,000 pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
This is not what I expected.
It's like one of them came in, he thought, I'll be the hero of this story. And then, someone else came in and you imagine you'd be like, shit, I was supposed to be the one who was going to solve this. And now I've got somebody else.
Yeah. I think the thing was, it was all right to the point where it turned into this spider, human, non-human, shrieky thing.
Yeah.
That made attractive women... How do you even put it in words? Like, it's bullshit. It's nah.
Standard vampire trope in it, having the ability to transform into other creatures and I don't even know what you call them, the creepers things.
The attractive ladies.
Yeah, the ones that lull you in and kill you.
Yeah. I take it all back, Ian.
Oh, shit.
Twilight was better.
Oh, whoa. Well, God.
And that's saying something.
Sounds like I really need to get back to work on making my segments a little better then.
No, it was very interesting. Christ almighty, not what I was expecting. But thank you for sharing it.
Not a problem. And thank you to Kenny for bringing that to my attention.
Thank you, Kenny.
Love you, bud. So, Jordan, now I am dying to hear this segment, mate. All the terms and conditions that we agree to, we just skim through, blah, 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 whatever, agree. I just want my Apple Music, thank you. Tell me what I owe the companies.
All right, Ian. So, safe to say we've all been there waiting to use a service or a piece of software, and we have to scroll through the endless terms and conditions and blah, blah, blah. And more importantly, we have to accept them.
Yes, you do have to accept them.
But we never really truly know what we're signing up for, and we certainly never read them.
I don't think anyone has ever read them. They are sometimes thousands of pages.
Having said that, have you heard what people have been doing using ChatGPT?
I have not.
So people have been uploading the terms and conditions of something to ChatGPT and asking for it to look through and see if there's anything that is maybe a bit questionable.
Okay.
Which is quite an interesting one.
But the thing is, right, even if there is something questionable in there, you just want to watch your Disney Plus or whatever.
It's true.
What are you gonna? You can't contend it. You can't be like, no, I don't agree to that one.
It's true. Yeah, it's a good point, yeah.
There's no button that says challenge.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's fruitless, really. So I have for you some examples, and every single one of these is real, pulled from actual terms or user agreements or end-of-user license agreements, privacy policies, etc. Nothing is made up.
Brilliant.
And it's just the observed truth.
I'm so excited.
So we start off with iTunes, and Apple's legal agreement for iTunes once included a clause saying the software can't be used, and I quote, for the development, design, manufacture or production of nuclear, missiles or chemical or biological weapons.
How would that even be possible?
I have no idea.
It's like, would you like to listen to CeeLo Green as you bomb your neighbouring countries?
Yeah, like your grandma listening to Adele, like 2 clicks away from launching a warhead.
Yeah. Oh, she's crazy.
Like, no, Grandma.
Yeah.
Don't press escape.
Don't do it, Grandma. What, don't send the nuke? It's like, no, pause. Apple won't let you play the music while you do it.
It's so weird. But yeah, so that is a legit thing. And for some reason, they felt the need to include it.
I guess, cover your bases.
Oh, yeah, no, but I don't think there is literally every single thing that could possibly happen
No.
in there too.
Do you think that literally just means, like, they don't want any association with it? So while these people are working on missiles or biological weapons or whatever, like, don't put our services on in the background. We want no part in it.
I don't know. Maybe. But that seems a bit odd.
Yeah, it does seem very odd.
What about the UK company Purple added once a clause in their public Wi-Fi term? This was from 2017. Hidden amongst all the jargon was a clause saying you'd give up your soul in exchange for access.
What?
Yeah, so therefore 22,000 people agreed, but eventually it was spotted and questioned.
Good.
And Purple said that they did it to raise awareness of how no one reads terms and conditions.
Okay, but that's a pretty big thing to give. You could have just said, if we ever meet you in public, you give us 5p. That would serve the same purpose.
Yeah.
What is Purple, by the way?
Purple, so it's a company that offer public Wi-Fi.
Right, okay.
You have unlimited data, so it's fine.
Exactly, yeah. And unlimited souls.
What about TikTok?
Oh, God.
We have their privacy policy.
Uh-oh.
So, security researchers found the TikTok in-app browser injected JavaScript capable of logging every tap and keystroke.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So TikTok says it's for debugging purposes, but it has been flagged multiple times as a potential privacy issue.
Absolutely.
That's not great. And I read a little further that apparently this is worse for iOS users, surprisingly.
But that's just the browser version, right? Right?
It seems to be.
God, thank God.
But, I mean, don't take that as read. I don't know.
I'm gonna, so I can sleep tonight.
Okay. Then we have Disney's Club Penguin and their terms of use.
Okay.
So, the clause allowed them to delete any user account, and I quote, for any reason or no reason at all. So, totally normal clause, I suppose, but I find that weird that for a kid's game where people actually spend money on it, that just seems unfair.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
Making no assumptions, but just thinking off the top of my head, could this be like a Roblox situation where adults can use it to talk to other people, and that is obviously a bad thing, so they would obviously retain the right to just be like, they are doing bad stuff, delete, and they have no recourse to get their account back.
Maybe. But would you not rather say if it's used for anything other than, whatever jargon they'd want to say, but rather than we can just delete it at any point?
I think that just gives them absolute freedom.
I guess.
Because if somebody is doing something, they can just be like, right, well, delete. And then they can't be like, yeah, but you said in the terms and conditions, you didn't state that I'm not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can just be like, well, we also said that we can just delete your account.
Just get it yeah. I suppose it makes it easier for them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good point. Well, we also have Facebook's data policy.
Oh, fuck.
Which is that deleting a photo, which is supposedly a permanent deletion, doesn't guarantee that it's actually removed from behind-the-scenes backups.
Of course.
Or that it hasn't already been shared with third parties.
Yeah, because old fucking Zuckerberg can't get rid of all his material, can he?
So, multiple users have requested data under GDPR and found supposedly permanent deleted content still stored there.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with all those photos?
But also, surely that is going to be way worse on them because they're going to have to be storing that somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be a lot. You're going to need a fairly big hard drive.
Exactly, yeah. And, give it 50 years, with the exponential growth of new people creating profiles as well as all the old ones, from dead profiles. It's going to be a huge amount of data that they're keeping for no reason.
It's true. And speaking of Zuckerberg, in regards to Instagram, this might also tie into what we've just spoken about, really. Once you upload a photo, Instagram has a license to use, distribute, modify, and sub-license your content, which includes photos of your face.
Wow.
So, theoretically, let's say your alky pal red-faced Gaza could end up being the poster boy for a toothpaste brand in Argentina, and they never see a penny for it.
That's crazy.
So they can literally sell your face.
I don't know why they'd want to do that.
With your face?
With anyone's face. Like, if you're going to put out
I can think of a few reasons. Oh, God.
If you're going to put out an advert for something anywhere in the world, surely you'd just be like, no, I want it to look pristine. I want it to be framed exactly how I want it. I want to have the power of edit. You just hire someone. It'd be so much easier than like, oh, I think I saw the perfect image on Billy Bob John's Instagram back from 2016, actually. Yeah, we'll just go and scroll back and get that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. At least it could offer inspiration. Who knows?
Inspiration? Fine. You look at something else and take inspiration from it, but just do your own work.
I know. But hey, their terms are saying they can do that. And we agreed to it, Ian.
I didn't know.
We have agreed to it.
I didn't know I was agreeing to that, okay?
Well, you did. You pressed accept, all right.
I didn't read it, okay?
But don't forget, Instagram has a lot of professional content as well.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
So lots of professional photographs, things like that.
Yeah.
They could use those.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Bastards.
And the online storefront game seller, Steam, by the company called Valve, had a subscriber agreement that included something called a binding arbitration clause. So I looked into this. Apparently, it's very common in the US for tech contracts where they waive your right for lawsuits.
What do you mean they waive your right?
So you can't dispute it. So it's real, and so everyone agrees to it whenever they buy something. So, you bought Goat Simulator for 49 pence, and you've waived your right to take a class action lawsuit against them.
That's mental.
But we agreed to it, Ian.
I've never owned Steam, mate, so we're all good.
Oh, have you not? Counter-Strike was great.
Was it?
Promise. Oh, what about Netflix's terms and conditions?
Okay, I've got this one.
Which prohibit public performances of their screenings, including in prisons. Bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
I didn't know that one specifically, but I remember seeing on, back in old VHSs when I was a kid, and it said you are prohibited from watching this in schools, on buses, in hospitals.
Oh, wow.
I think it just means anywhere there's a mass viewing.
Oh, I see.
I always thought, why include fucking buses on there?
I mean, would they have had means to have something remote back then?
Yeah, I mean, I remember going on school trips and they had a TV at the front of the bus and you could put tapes in and stuff.
Okay.
You know, it's for long journeys and things, but just make sure if you're watching fucking Peter Pan, not on a bus, you're not.
Joke's on them, I'd have just taken my iPad.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah, be easy, wouldn't it? Just stick my AirPods in.
It was the size of the bus back then, but...
The iBus, yeah. So, yeah, technically, if an inmate watches a film in the common room and the guards didn't sort the right license, it's a breach.
Mental.
Weird.
They were like, wait, you're already in the right place. 10 more years.
Yeah. The guards could just open up a new cell for themselves.
Yeah.
What about LinkedIn and the developer agreement?
Okay, don't use LinkedIn, so I'm feeling safe in this one.
There was once wording inside saying that their service couldn't be used to create, promote, or enable a government or regime that encourages inhuman rights violations.
Okay, well, that's a good one, isn't it?
I suppose so. It's a bit specific, though, isn't it? Because it makes you think, what on earth happened within LinkedIn that made them had to put that in?
Yeah, what prompted that clause?
Yeah, odd. And PayPal's acceptable use policy.
Okay, we do use PayPal.
Yeah, we do. So PayPal updated this policy to say that they could deduct $2,500 from your account per violation if they believed you were spreading misinformation.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So after public backlash, once it did eventually come to light, they did revoke it and claimed it was an error.
Oh, yeah, I sneezed on the keyboard.
Yeah, my cat walked on it. He's got great grammar. But yeah, nevertheless, the clause was there. They could have taken $2,500 from you per violation if they only believed that you were spreading misinformation, not even that it was true.
It's like every episode of this podcast, they don't believe in the paranormal. They're like, that's misinformation. Cha-ching!
Yeah. Spotify's terms of use, where they ban users from reverse engineering or extracting data from Spotify themselves. So basically, if someone's trying to figure out how the recommendation algorithm actually works, they will ban you.
Do you know why?
I don't know.
It's magic.
Okay.
They use occult practices
Oh, do they?
to create these algorithms. Yep. Just ask Darren Desington.
Desert Brown.
Good old Deza, next time you see him.
But yeah, to put that into perspective, imagine that you're sat there, Ian, you're building a spreadsheet on why you keep getting Pink Pony Club on your Discover Weekly. Congratulations, it's illegal.
God, congratulations. You're the worst police officer ever. Knock at the door. Congratulations, you're arrested.
Yes, there you go. What about Adobe's subscription terms, especially for Creative Cloud?
Oh, yeah.
It turns out that Adobe said that they can limit or even disable your access based on your geographical location.
That's geographist.
It is absolutely geographicist. So imagine, right, you've got access to Creative Cloud, you take your laptop on holiday, and then Adobe just decides that the destination is not on their good list, so you can't use it anymore.
Is there something like monitoring this in the background?
I feel like there must be.
Because, like, I'm sure they're not going to be like, oh, Jordan's gone to Romania, check the list.
Will it be your IP? Maybe.
Maybe VPN.
We should get a sponsor.
We absolutely should, yeah.
I actually do use NordVPN, you know.
Do you want to do a little advert right now? Just, let them taste the goods?
Okay, yeah. All right, so NordVPN. Get it. It's good.
Okay, I love that. I can already feel the phone call coming. Oh no, it's another cease and desist letter.
Oh no, it's PayPal deducting. What about Samsung's smart TV privacy policy from 2015?
Oh God, I can only imagine this one being horrible.
And I quote, "Please be aware that if your spoken words include personal or other sensitive information, that information will be among the data captured and transmitted."
Fuck off.
So, in plain English, that means that your TV is listening to you and sending it off to third party.
And what are they going to fucking do with that?
I don't know, but it makes me wonder, though, that must be something similar with, like, Alexa or Google Hub or even Siri.
Oh, yeah, I think they are probably listening all the
I
time.
mean, they have to hear the key word, don't they?
Yeah, I was just about to say they have to be listening because otherwise they'd never hear you. But I think there's been a recent thing with Siri. I mean, not to badmouth someone if it isn't correct, but I'm pretty sure recently they've been brought up for Siri recording things when you didn't think it was.
I can totally believe it.
Everything's just data these days, isn't it? It's like collecting fucking information about people.
Yeah, exactly.
And why? So they can sell things.
Yeah.
And why? So they can get money. Disgusting.
Yeah, nothing more to say, is there really?
There you go. Yeah, thank you for finishing that off.
A few more for you. What about X, or Twitter as I will forever refer to it, really?
Yeah.
Their terms of service. And I quote, by submitting, posting or displaying content on or through the services, you grant us a worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free license to use, copy, reproduce, process and adapt.
So just like Instagram.
Exactly. So basically, they can take anything you do and use it and sell it. More money!
Disgusting behaviour.
And Fitbit, God forbid, privacy policy, and their transparency reports. So everybody knows that Fitbit stores your heart rate, your sleep data, your movement location, etc. But did you know that they have also before handed over that very info to law enforcement in the past?
I did not know that.
There was a murder case solved by using the victim's Fitbit data.
Right, 1 second. Hang on, right. Try and put yourself in the shoes of this person who is about to commit such a heinous act, right?
Right.
You're about to leave the house, you're like, right, I've got everything I need, you're gathering your nerves because, you're going to do this horrible thing, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot to put my Fitbit on. Can't miss out on the steps.
Yeah, I'll be getting some good exercise in a minute. My heart rate's going to spike.
If the police chase me, I'll be getting some good mileage in.
Some good cardio. The battle against my mum, I'll win this week.
I can honestly say that wouldn't be the forefront of my mind.
No, me neither. I don't run.
If anyone out there thinking maybe it was already on their wrist, Iain, maybe they didn't think to pick it up before they left the house.
That was my first thought, I'll be honest.
But, you'd be like, well, I don't want anything weighing me down. That's just more things to accidentally lose at the scene.
Yeah, true.
You'd travel light, wouldn't you?
No, Iain, you would take as much as you can to make sure the police can find you.
Of course, yes, because I am an upstanding human, and if it ever came to the fact that I was going to do something so horrible, which I never will, because I'm a lovely human, then I would make it easy to catch me.
Of course you would. In fact, you would just stay there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you know what, I'd call the police first and say, look, I'm about to go and do this thing. I've got my Fitbit on, so I can tell you very accurately that it will be happening in 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Be there or be square. My name's Iain, by the way.
Oh, nice. You'd even give them the what 3 words, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, lovely.
So I am an upstanding criminal.
You are. The best of. What about Duolingo's terms and conditions? They specifically disclaim any responsibility that if you use the app incorrectly and as a result it causes you harm. So the way I'm imagining this is, let's say you mispronounce something and you accidentally call a Russian mobster a cunt.
Yeah.
Then it's not on them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You call someone something that you thinking you're saying, how's it going, buddy? But actually you said, where's your mum? I'm in desperate need of a shag. And they punch you in the face.
So, yeah, fair enough. I get that. Last one, which is, for me, the worst of them all.
Uh-oh.
This is Amazon Web Services and their terms.
Oh, well, they can get away with anything, can't they, good old Basie? Apart from, they can't get away from not sending 2 budding podcasters into space.
True.
Because I will chase after this dream until my last breath.
But they can send a cease and desist.
Yeah. They've done that.
In fact, plenty.
Yeah, they've shown that they can do that, yes.
So, they include a clause that its Lumberyard game engine was not to be used for life-critical systems unless, and I quote, this restriction will not apply in the event of the occurrence certified by the United States Centers for Disease Control or successor body of a widespread viral infection that causes human corpses to reanimate.
What now?
Yeah, literal clause. If the dead rise, then you can use it to operate emergency services, but only then. Completely real, and I'm shit scared.
So, yeah, that is your worst nightmare.
It's becoming true.
So what is the thing that you're allowed to use?
I think, from what I gathered, it was Lumberyard, which is a game engine.
Okay.
And not to be used for life-critical systems.
Unless a zombie apocalypse.
Unless there's a zombie uprising, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, good to know that they've at least got our best interest in heart. I expected a lot worse.
I feel like that's pretty bad in itself. It's implying...
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something like, if you ever order anything from Amazon, we own you and 50 generations to come. I thought that was going to be the clause, but no.
Oh, that was the one I missed. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I left that one out so as not to cause widespread fear. But no, if they're going to be helping us, they're like, you know what? If there's a zombie apocalypse, we got you. We got you back.
Yeah, No, I'd rather not be here.
Well, I tell you what, we'll combine a few of these stories. If there is a zombie apocalypse, I will use my newfound criminality to kill you, but I will tell the police I'm going to do it first.
Okay. Oh, then they might lock me in a cell and I'll be...
Safe.
Yeah. Nice.
You get locked in the cell, you're like, thank God, safe from everything in here, and then zombies break in, kill all the police, and you're in there on your own.
I mean, it'll be a slow way to go, but at least I won't be eaten alive, so...
You never know, you might get so hungry you start eating yourself. You'll be like, oh, I am the zombie. That's quite the ironic twist. I was the zombie all along. Help me, Amazon.
Help me, I am a zombo. Nice. So there you go. A bunch of real terms and conditions that we've all agreed to and we just don't read.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for that. I'm a lot sadder
I'm sure.
than I thought I was going to be after that.
No doubt.
So, Jordan, does that about bring us around to the end of today's episode?
I think it does.
Fantastic! Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode, and maybe even tell a friend. Tell your friend that they don't have to click anything to listen to us. No terms and conditions, just a little old play button, and they will get two guysy goodness.
Yeah, but they'd have probably had to click something to be able to play it.
No, I was using a little bit of suggestive conditioning, saying like, oh, if you listen to us, you don't need to click any agree to this or that. But they wouldn't have thought, oh, I have to click the agree on the program that I'm going to be listening to them on, Jordan. So thanks for bringing that to their attention.
So I fucked it up.
Yeah, they're like, oh, wow, now I'm just going to delete YouTube, delete podcast app, delete Spotify.
I'm surprised they haven't already, to be honest.
Yeah, no one's listened to this.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click off and be jetted off to every link you will ever need for all your Two Guys What's Up essentials. Want to get your own Two Guys What's Up t-shirt? Click the link.
Want to get your own Aliens Are Wankers reminder mug? Click the link.
Want to look through your own terms and conditions? Click the link.
And when you click that link, it will blast you off to Patreon, the home of all your Two Guys What's Up extra essentials, including t-shirts, mugs, shout-outs, and if you really can't get enough of our fantastic tales and conditioned voices, well then now you can get more, because there are 25 bonus episodes which come out on the last Friday of every single month, just sitting up there waiting for your ears to go and have a little gobble up of all that extra audio goodness. And all that is available right now, starting with those bonus episodes for just £3 a month.
Bargain. So if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so, head over to patreon.com/Two Guys What's Up to check out all the goodies over there. The link will be down below for your clicking pleasure.
But if you can't do that but you still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best, freest and most fantastical way to help us out, and all for free, and we would be eternally grateful. We would. But on that note, thanks for listening, y'all have an amazing week, and we will see you next Monday. Bye. Buckle up, Michael. We're coming for your burgers.
Maybe.
I like this recording in, like an episode every couple of days, because we can remember jokes and things that we said we're going to do next week.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we should do this more often.
The whole point is that we can't.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. You just have to put up with us being dumb.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just two blokes beefing over who gets to... Maybe it was just two blokes beefing over... I can't say it.